What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha, and we're back with another live performance of one of my favorite, if not currently, my actual favorite Aha song, Manhattan Skyline. I've talked about this before. There's been a number of tunes which made a really big impression on me, but probably none more so than that one in the moment, and I've probably re-listened to that tune more than any other, although again, there are some other tunes of theirs that I've re-listened to many times, like I've Been Losing You and Stay on These Roads and so on. But honestly, Manhattan Skyline, I can't believe that tune. Not only like what it felt like to go through that journey the first time. We're floating off into the sky and suddenly we're rocking down on the ground, and then there's sort of a synthesis of all these sounds and Morton's voice is flying up into the stratosphere. It was just like overwhelming. And then since I've listened to it again and again, it has not dulled. Like the experience of it has not dulled, which to me is like the real indication of a top tune. You know, I talk about it with some techno, like there are records that I bought in like 98, 99 that I've listened to literally over 1,000 times. I've played them in mixes over 100 times. I still love them. I still get goosebumps when they get to certain parts. And that does happen to me with regular music too. And in Aha, there are a few songs that have like taken me to like repeated goosebumps and sort of visceral experiences repeatedly than Manhattan Skyline. So that's all a long way of saying I like this tune a lot. So I'm curious to hear this performance. Again, hearing it on the Homecoming album, which I just wanted to assure a couple people who asked if I was like going to go back to that. I am. I know that it's not the most well-received live performance. I know the way that Warner Brothers like scrambled the release is much and rightly frowned upon. But I'm not done going through that album. We will listen to some more live tunes from that one as well. But again, now there's a lot of live Aha available, so I'm enjoying kind of jumping around. But I did want to assure people that for the handful of people who were keen to hear some more from that album, I will continue to go through that. But again, this is a live performance from 2003. Let me make sure I have that right. I think it's 2003. Yeah, sorry, I hate to do this in the moment, but you gotta make sure that you're getting things right. So yeah, how can I say with you, your voice in my head is indeed 2003. So here we go. This is Aha, Manhattan Skyline from 2003, performing Manhattan Skyline live, which I think I just said the title twice.
I sat and watch a birds fly. I'm trying to keep my newspaper dry. I hear myself say, my boat's leaving now, so we shake hands and cry. Now I must wait, goodbye and wait, goodbye, wait, goodbye and wait, goodbye, wait, goodbye. You know, don't wanna cry again.
Each performance sounds just a little bit different at this moment. I love it.
Don't wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna cry again. Don't wanna run away. I don't wanna
Little funk in the guitar work.
I'll never see your face again. How can you say that I didn't try? You see things in the depths of my eyes that my their goodbyes. I've come to depend on the look in their eyes.
Really bendy in that moment.
My blood sweet from pain, the wind and the rain
Piano's
brings
standing
back
out here.
words of a song. And they say, wave goodbye, wave goodbye, wave goodbye, wave goodbye, wave goodbye. You know I don't wanna fall again. Don't wanna know this pain.
It's funny that the transitional moment feels a little lighter than the studio version, but when this rolls in, it feels the full power.
Don't wanna see you hurt. Don't let me see you hurt. I don't wanna cry again. I'll never see your face again.
Like he hit that line sort of bluesy. There's a bit of like solo Morton delivery in that line.
How can you say that I didn't try? You know I did. You see things in the depths of my eyes that my last one dry. So I read to myself a chance of a lifetime to see new horizons. On the front page, a black and white picture of Manhattan skyline.
Amazing. Again, the couple live versions I've heard, or live performances, definitely have like a different feel than the studio version, but also from each other. I like that they perform the song in some different articulations over time. I think that's really cool. Which again, bands that I have a longer history of listening to, I am aware of them doing that. I have some punk bands that I listen to. Where there's a certain song that maybe they did in the 80s and then they played it a little differently in the 90s, and now maybe they have like a down-tempo piano version of it and so on. So yeah, it is cool when you can hear some different articulations. Again, and maybe in part because I heard it first, I think it's quite possible that the studio version will like always be the one for me, but that's in part, I think, because I heard it first. And I've talked about this before. I think, classical pieces I notice it with the most, where the first time I hear a piece, that becomes like, that's the standard, that's the default way that piece sounds. Now really it's just the interpretation of that particular conductor and that particular orchestra, but the reality is if I then hear a version that is drastically different, it'd be like, oh whoa, that section's not supposed to be that fast, or whatever it is. But it's not really like that. It's just, that's the way that my brain deals with it. So I imagine on some level that's part of it. But I will also say, I guess on the flip side of that sentiment, that they really seem to be a band that gives a great show live. Again, I listen to a lot of different groups, and there's some groups that I've known for a long time where it's like, yeah, I've heard some live stuff from them. I think their studio stuff sounds better. And there are some other groups that I think are very good live, but they seem to be a band that takes it to another level and really can kind of like push the envelope on top of an already great song when they do it in front of an audience or, recording for at a studio. In any case, yeah, shout out to a-ha is what I'm saying. Shout out to live a-ha is what I'm also saying. And shout out to all the a-ha people is what I'm also saying. If you didn't see my message in my reaction to Cozy Prisons, I would just say check that out because, again, some a-ha reactions have been blocked like a month after I did them. Like they were up just fine and then suddenly in the last week or two they've been blocked. So I talk about that at length in the other video. So if you haven't seen that, I would just say check it out. And yeah, I'm just going to keep doing a-ha reactions. I'm not going to let YouTube dissuade me retrospectively or otherwise. So in any case, let me know what you think of this performance. I will see you next time. Peace.